And here we go. Short kick, Scott. Has a seam, Boston Scott up across the 30 and a good return. Looking to throw on first down, far side of the field. A.J. Brown makes the catch up across the 40, tackled immediately by Charvarius Ward.
They're going to line up in a lot of these expanded formations, which is how they build their space and their advantage for their run game.
Second down here is Miles Sanders right up the gut and a first down. Hurts. Some pressure coming, unloads it coming to the near side. Goddard makes the catch and then tripped up, broke a tackle, but then it ended up being tackled by Oren Burks.
Or do we maybe concede a little of the run game and stay strong on the back end?
Pressure on Hurts, gets away. Looking for somewhere to go, it's not there, just going to run it out of bounds after a short gain. Eric Armstead had pursuits. 3rd and 8, blitz coming. Hurts rolls away. And it's caught for a first down. Low throw, but a good adjustment from A.J. Brown.
Brown, after a slow week, you're going to see Dre Greenlaw. He's unblocked. What a great job there by Jalen Hurts buying time. And then watch A.J. Brown. Gets his hands clearly under the ball. Didn't feel like he was much part of the game last week in New York, but big third down there.
Early, a little different. Sanders tripped up after a short gain by Kevin Givens. 4-man rush. Hurts dancing around, pressure from Bosa, throws on the run, and Hufanga came over to pick it off, but he's out of bounds. 3rd and 10 here. They back off the blitz. Hurts over the middle, caught, but short of a first down. It's Goddard making the catch, but that should put them in field goal range if they decide to go for it. They need 3. Hurts runs out of the pocket, looking, throwing deep. Devontae Smith, one-hander. It's the end. He's got it. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
You see him across the board, man, and they're in great shape. Jimmy Ward's in good position. This is just scramble drill. They teach the receivers, if you're running horizontal, you're running to the sideline. When you see your quarterback scramble, you go deep. You go take the top off and run. What an unbelievable catch and adjustment in the air by Devontae Smith, but he was definitely in bounds.
Hurts looking, has all day, can't find anyone. Now some pressure comes and throws it underneath, incomplete. Man, what a catch that was.
They're one of the most aggressive teams in attempting 4th downs.
2nd and goal, hand it off. Sanders walks in, touchdown, Eagles.
You want to see 2 good double teams? Watch the movement on the interior of this defensive line by the Philadelphia offensive line. Widely regarded as the best unit in the league. They're the best opening drive scoring team in the league. 9 of them coming into today. They just had their 10th.
Extra point is good. So the Eagles go.
If you're San Francisco right now, that's a big part of the game.
So now the 49ers turn on offense, starting from their own 25. Going to throw it on first down. Standing over the middle, George Kittle right on target. Kittle had a monster game last week.
It's very hard, both pre and post-snap, for defenses to find everybody.
Here's McCaffrey, and he goes nowhere. He's not going to get the first down, it looks like. Coming into this game with a calf injury from last week. 3rd and short, going to hand off. McCaffrey is going to get it. First down, San Francisco. Purdy to throw. Penalty flag flies. Ayuk wide open, makes the catch, has a first down. Samuel breaks the tackle. Deebo Samuel, then stacked up at midfield by Gardner Johnson.
This is as formidable defense as there is across the entire league.
On a fake, pressure coming. Purdy, deck, floating in the air. Is it picked? No, hit the ground.
Yeah, so take a look here. This ball is clearly hit. That is an open hand. That is a fumble, Kevin.
It sure looks like it. Eagles have challenged this. We'll take a break while they look at it. Back to Philly after this. And so the Eagles take over. Here is Sanders dancing outside. Just now stretches it there. Not much. Played well by this 49ers run defense. Hurts Looking over the middle, wide open Stoll, the backup tight end, up to midfield. And he's got about 6 yards for Greenlaw, knocked him down. Gainwell, 100-yard game last week, nothing here. As solid play by Samson Ebicom.
Big time hold there by this San Francisco front.
Brett Kern to punt it away, low liner. And it's going to bounce and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now in the championship game with the 49ers to McCaffrey. Try to get the run game going, and McCaffrey works hard to get out to the 24th. Johnson, pressure, Reddick buries him. Oh.
Well, they've had no answer, but again, they're trying to block Hassan Reddick with tight ends. And KB, I think that's a fumble. I think he takes that ball. Let's take a look. He clearly comes up with the ball, but let's see where possession is. Oh, Mike Pereira, that is close.
It is very close, but I think when his rear end hits the ground first, he still has control of the ball, so he'd be down by contact.
Yeah, I think the game plan of block.
Play clock winding down. They get the play off, maybe, or no, they don't. Delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Johnson just going to hand off. McCaffrey, a long way to go. Has some good space. McCaffrey made it interesting out across the 25. He's still going to be about 4 yards short of a 1st down. Short punt. Smith's going to let it go. And rolls on down inside the 30. And that's where the Eagles will take over with an early lead in this NFC Championship. And hang on, there's a flag. Here's Jalen Hurts looking to throw. Quick throw for A.J. Brown. Gets a block. Brown rumbling forward for what should be a 1st down. Hurts, another quick throw. A.J. Brown again getting a block from Pascal. Good tackle. Jimmy Ward right out there. 2nd down. Blitz coming. And Hurts is taken down. Fred Warner on that play. 3rd and 9 here. Hurts is protected, going deep. A.J. Brown overthrown. He had him too. Hopefully he's okay. Here's Kern off the side of his foot maybe, and way out of bounds and short. And there's a penalty flag as well. So let's unfold all this.
Legal use of hands. Hands to face, kicking team, number 27. That penalty will be tacked on from the succeeding spot.
9 seconds left in the 1st. Johnson back to throw. Slings on a good throw. Deebo Samuel makes the catch. Going to be a little short of a 1st down, but that's got to feel good for Josh Johnson on his first pass to come in and deliver. We start with a 2nd and short. Handoff McCaffrey right up the gut for a 1st down inside the 35. Johnson. And the whistle blows. I don't know if they got this play off. They did not. 2nd delay since he's come in there.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Is there more magic now with your 4th string quarterback?
Here's Johnson about to tell us. Pressure comes. Throws has been taken down by Javon Hargrave, and the signal is he's down. Knees were down there before he threw that. Be the 3rd sack of the day for the Eagles.
This play is going to stand.
2nd and long. Johnson over the middle. It is incomplete. They have to get to the 24. Penalty flag. Johnson in trouble. Throws incomplete. And the ball is loose just in case McCaffrey gets on it.
To settle in here early on the road and stay alive in this game.
Wisnowski to punt it away. Britton Covey calls fair catch. All the way back at the 6. Eagles backed up here from their own 6. And they're going to hand it off and go nowhere. Sanders, well played. Drake Greenlaw all over it.
But this whole offense is built around Jalen Hurts. There's no doubt about that.
And Hurts in trouble, and he is just going to get out of the end zone. Bosa wrapped him up.
Typically, one person's assigned to the running back, and one person's assigned to the quarterback. In this case, Nick Bosa said, forget it. I'm just going to defend everybody. They're trying to get Jalen Hurts around the edge there with Jack Stoll, number 89, the tight end, as kind of a peel lead arc blocker. And
Hurts from his own end zone, going far side. It's over the head of A.J. Brown and incomplete, and the Eagles will have to punt it away.
Knowing this punt is not at the normal depth from the long snapper.
Curran trying to get it on out of there. No wires this time, but a short punt takes a Philly bounce, and then it's taken there by McLeod. He makes moves, gets away from some, and then taken down at about the 45. The fourth quarterback of the year, his first ever playoff action in a decade in the league. Back to pass. Looks to set up a screen. McCaffrey has room and a block. Christian McCaffrey upended right around a first down, and he should have it and will. It's a 2nd and 1. McCaffrey cuts up. Now he's got it. Johnson. Pressure. Johnson throws. Oh, good catch. McCaffrey bobbled and held on.
Bobble double catch that allowed White to make the tackle short.
2nd and short, quarterback sneak, and that'll move the chains for a first down. What else can happen in this game? First down, fake. Johnson in deep trouble. Graham in pursuit, throwing for Ayuk, and it's incomplete, and it brings up 2nd down.
Give his quarterback a chance to get some completions on 1st and 2nd down.
Here is McCaffrey, right side, breaks a tackle, good shifty move, gets that, still going! McCaffrey's gonna score!
You need your stars to show up. Christian McCaffrey has put the team on his back this drive. A little wham block, outside in by George Kittle. And then this is just rush after contact. This is just refusing to go down. Nothing pretty. Just running through, jumping over guy. 49ers have found a way to hang in this game and now tie it up.
Well, the defense got a big stand. And Scott will take a knee. There, Greg, that was an insane play.
Anytime you have your 4th string quarterback in there, and they're going to need their stars to perform, and that's what McCaffrey did.
And now it's the Eagles. See if they get the offense going, and they'll run it with Sanders.
Since that opening drive, that's what they've done.
Sanders right up the gut, runs into a funga and a brick wall, and he's going to be short of a first down. Kinlaw there as well. 3rd and 2. It is Hurts with a nice move and a spin, and he is going to be short.
We've seen in recent weeks, they do have some counters off of it, but this looks like sneak.
It is sneak, and Hurts surges forward for a first down. They do it better than anyone in the league, and you know it's coming, and it's still hard to stop. Hurts to throw. A lot of time. Sanders out of the backfield, catches but tackled immediately by Talanoa Hufanga. He's usually such a threat.
Look how tight these corners are. Expects at some point they're going to take a shot.
There's a shot. Devontae Smith, good coverage. Incomplete. Charvarius Ward. Great coverage and knocked it away. Blitz coming. Hurts pumps over the middle. Oh, almost intercepted. There's a flag. Jimmy Ward had a chance, and now the penalty. The Eagles signaling it's on San Francisco, and that's going to be it. Hurts rolling that way. Stepping back. Play is blown up. It looked like he wanted to go back the other way to set up a screen. Hurts to throw it. Looks that way, not there. Gets away. Flag flies, maybe a hold. Hurts just nowhere to run. Well played by San Francisco.
Illegal use of the hands, hand to the face, defense. Number 96. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic, first down.
And another penalty. That time the Eagles moved.
False start. Offense number 56. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Hurts stands in over the middle. Catch is made, and a short completion it is. And Dallas Goedert has it. Hurts over the middle. Gainwell makes a catch. Makes a great move. And another, and dives down near the 45. He's going to be about 2 yards short of a first down. 3rd 3rd down and 2. Right up the middle. Gainwell's got a first down.
Convert that 3rd and short.
11th play of this drive. Gainwell again. Big hole. Gainwell inside the 30. And then met at the 25 and flipped out of bounds there.
Watch Fred Warner. He doesn't go because he's thinking it's RPO. That's the best linebacker in the league. Look, he's standing still. That's what this offense does to these defenders. It makes 4-4, 4-5 linebackers play 4-7.
Gainwell with a big pickup takes us to the 2-minute warning. 7-7 game. Eagles on the move. Hurts. Sanders nearly tripped up for a big loss. Warner chasing him, and well done. Just nowhere to go for Miles Sanders. 2nd down. Hurts with time. Can't find anyone. Penalty flies from the secondary. Now Hurts going to throw it away. And now who's the penalty on? The signal is on San Francisco again.
Illegal contact, defense number 7. 5-yard penalty from the previous.
Hurts. Sanders getting a block from Johnson way over there, but Greenlaw flies over to make a great tackle.
You can see why.
2nd down and 5. Sanders gets it left side. Big room and a touchdown for Sanders. His 2nd.
That's the drive they needed. Watch Jason Kelce. He almost turns into a fullback. He has Dre Greenlaw. That's a 300-pound fullback. Dre Greenlaw runs around it. They call it backdoor. One of the best pullers, and the way they're able to use these offensive linemen out in space is hard to defend.
Elliott with the extra point. Low kick. McLeod is going to let it go, and on through the end zone. They'll start on the 25. Oh, Johnson's going to throw it. That's pretty aggressive. And in stride Samuel, who has a first down.
The first down play sets the tone for a 2-minute drive.
Ball is bobbled, and it's on the ground and loose. Who's going to get it?
He just dropped it. I mean, that was a good snap.
Eagles have it.
You're going to see this ball hits him right in the hands. He just takes his eyes off of it, trying to get his eyes on his progression, and instead of just falling on it, kind of bumbles it around. It gets kicked, and Hassan Reddick is able to wrestle it free, and that is the worst case. That is a nightmare for the San Francisco 49ers going into halftime.
Hurts to throw it. Has time. Quickly over the middle. It's got Goddard who makes the catch. And Goddard's going to pick up 5 down to the 25.
Still have 2 timeouts. You can throw the ball anywhere you want in the field to play.
Going to throw it out to Goddard with a couple blocks. Dallas Goddard flips over, shoulder down, and looks like he's got the first down. Hurts on the give. Scott going backwards, and there's a penalty at the end. There's a face mask, I believe, on Greenlaw.
Defense number 57. The run ended behind the line, so we enforce that 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Correction, half the distance, first down.
Hurts going to give it to Scott. Racing around the edge. Scott is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Yeah, so Nick Bosa, he's the unblocked player of this zone read, and for whatever reason, he decides to go inside. He's got to force that edge. You see Philadelphia, they're lining up to go for 2 here.
You know it's been a long time. Unbelievable. 3 here today. Extra point attempt by Elliott is up and good.
Worst case scenario is that Philadelphia gets another possession, and it's exactly what happened after the turnover.
And now Cloud's going to take it out, take a shot. Why not? Makes a couple men miss. Uh-oh, he's got some room. And all the way out to the 40 with 10 seconds left. 4-man rush. Pressure on Johnson. Back foot throw to nowhere. Incomplete 5 seconds ago. 5 seconds ago, quick hitter outside to Samuel. Gets a couple of blocks, breaks a tackle. Samuel driven into the ground, and that will officially end this first half.
To just stay true to what that plan was if you had Brock Purdy.
Crazy 49ers sideline. What's going down to Aaron Andrews? Yeah, especially on that one drive. 3 of them on the one scoring drive. So here are the 49ers. How do they react? By giving it to McCaffrey, who tries to cut back, but there's nothing there. Josh Sweat played it well as we go downstairs to Tom.
Finish these 30 minutes and get to the next game.
Second and long. Hargrave with some pressure. Johnson runs away, and it's incomplete. Pressure coming. Johnson lets one fly. He's got a completion, and there is Kittle makes the catch. And a first down for the 49ers.
In route running, this called a spin dig. It looks like he's going to run an in-breaking route. You see the cornerback, James Bradbury, try to jump it. He does a little whirly bird, sticks that left foot in the ground and works out, and nobody has more fun.
Play clock winding down, and there's flags everywhere. That's going to be another delay of game. 4-man rush. Johnson gets it to McCaffrey in space, and a really solid tackle that time by Gardner Johnson after just a 1-yard gain.
When you play in San Francisco.
Johnson hit as he throws. It is up there. It is nearly intercepted by Darius Slay. Going to give to McCaffrey right up the middle, and he gets tackled well short by T.J. Edwards. Here is Wishnowski. Covey calls fair catch, does so up at the 17. And Christian McCaffrey seemingly is going to be quarterback on the next series. Eagles, though, with the ball up by 2 touchdowns, going to run it with Miles Sanders.
Working on that right calf, so there's a lot for us to follow here in this second half.
Here's Hurts. Crosser dropped by A.J. Brown right in the breadbasket, but he could not hang on.
His protection with these 2 linebackers up tight.
Blitz coming. It's blocked. Hurts taking a shot. A.J. Brown well covered by Charvarius Ward, and it's out of bounds, incomplete.
Let's see if he can come in and play hero.
Meanwhile, Kern with another bad kick. McLeod's going to take it on the hop. Right up to the 40 and then tripped up at the 45. And the 49ers will take over there. Going to give it to Deebo Samuel, trying to stretch to the edge. He's cut off, and he is still on his feet. Now he's going to lose more yards. Well pursued by the Eagles.
Well, Kittle's the man for that job. If anybody can keep it light, it's Kittle.
Second and long, McCaffrey. Not much there. Third and long, 4-man rush, trying to set up a screen. McCaffrey has some room. Oh, it's well played. Kaiser White was there. It looked like he had some room to roll. So now it's another punt from Wishnowski. Another fair catch called by Covey inside the 10, and he corrals it. 21-7 Eagles in this third quarter in a game that has had a lot of everything. And Hurts going to give it off to Boston Scott.
Seems like the only path back.
Hurts going to throw it. Pressure. Rolling. Now it's just going to take off Jalen Hurts up across the 15.
Your aggressive nature you've had all year on offense.
Third down. Hurts throws far side of the field. It's caught. Devontae Smith.
And Smith pre-snap. That's an easy decision by Jalen Hurts.
He's going to hand it off here. Gainwell spinning his way out to the 30.
But I don't see a lot of conservatism in this Philadelphia offense.
Gainwell again tries to stretch to the edge and tackled for a loss that time.
His performance today neutralizing the pass rush of Nick Bosa has been critical.
Third down. Hurts with pressure, low throw, bobbled, and a great catch and a first down. Gainwell still chugging. Oh, what a play by Kenneth Gainwell. First to catch, and then the move for 17 yards and a first down.
Extra half count that he needed. The ball's a little off target. He does a great job reacting to a tough throw.
Hurts on the keep, sprinting to the edge. It gets up around midfield.
He slow plays like Fred Warner did earlier in the game. You give it to the back.
Second down, Hurts, quick throw, knocked in the air and incomplete. Jimmy Ward. Great coverage on Pascal that time to knock it away. 3rd and 6. Hurts loaded up, going deep. Quez Watkins is knocked away. Another terrific play for Charvarius Ward, who's having himself a game.
Big free agent acquisition coming over from Kansas City, and he goes stride for stride. And just an unbelievable job. He knows when the wide receiver's eyes open up, that ball's in the air, turns his head around.
Here's Kern. He struggled today and just barely got that off. There's a penalty flag, though. McLeod coming up to catch it on the far sideline. Keep in mind it was a 4th down and 6. Jordan Mason, I think, is the one that got Kern, but let's see what the call is. Hurts, design run, lead block of Kelsey. Hurts, 1st down. And running his way down inside the 23 with a good lead block and a pickup of 12.
Play call here right into the mouth of that pressure. You're going to see Jalen Hurts. He takes a big shot there. Perfect play call against that blitz.
Give it. Nope, it's a keep. Hurts. Same play on the side. Slides down now. Well, that's significant because remember, he's playing with that shoulder injury.
Unwilling to take those hits, his effectiveness as a runner deteriorates.
Another design run and breaks a tackle. Hurts still on his feet. 1st down and more. 1st and goal. Eagles and a late flag and a couple of them.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be tackled by Ebukam right here, 56. He has him. As we said, Hurts is willing to run through contact. He's willing to play running back as a ball carrier, and you can clearly see he's giving himself up out of bounds. Frustration is mounting.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 29.
Hurts gives it off. Scott still fighting his way and then stopped short of the 1.
Lining up for another sneak here.
And that time, a rare time where he's denied. Boy, it hasn't happened too many times on that quarterback sneak, but the 49ers make a stand there, and it's 3rd and goal.
For this Eagles offense.
Got to sneak it again. Hurts looking for a push from behind. He is waiting for a signal in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, you can see this big void right here? That's where Jalen Hurts sees pre-snap, and you see how he tries to just get into that little bit of a wedge? That's all you need. There was bodies across the interior, but he just identified pre-snap defensive line's alignment, and with the push from his back, it was all he needed.
Elliott with the extra point up and good, and so a 15-play. And on that drive particularly, he ran it 5 times. It's like he waited to that drive to really activate the run game with that injured shoulder. Deebo Samuel taking this kick return, trying to make a big play happen. Penalty flag flies as Samuel jumps over the 25.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 89. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
To show that he needed to get better. And he showed clips of the second press conference as a result as well. Here goes McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, final seconds of the 3rd. They're just going to run it here. McCaffrey's got a 1st down. And that'll take us to the end of this 3rd quarter. And here's McCaffrey. And more penalty flags. McCaffrey's still going.
For Brock Purdy.
Defense number 94. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains 1st down.
It's just hard to play when you don't have a functioning quarterback.
Little trickery here, Samuel. Looked like he maybe thought about throwing it. Just trying to run, and there's just nothing there. And Ndamukong Suh all over it. McCaffrey on the run. Still McCaffrey able to surge forward and pick up a 1st down.
Type coordinators, and it's impressive.
Going to sneak it inside, get Kittle the ball. Just try to get their playmakers the ball. Samuel. And tripped up. Maddox was there in from the secondary. Handed off again. McCaffrey is still fighting. And he's going to come up short, but you'd have to think they're going to go for it here. 4th and 2. Samuel is buried. Fletcher Cox, Maddox, Eagles take over. Gainwell has it. And he takes it down to the 40. Gainwell's got it. Cuts to the outside. Good move, good speed, and a first down for Kenneth Gainwell.
Not a good job on the edge. You're going to see Nick Bosa. He's the edge player. Jimmy Ward needs to fit outside the running back. He's the real.
Give it to him again, and he's wrapped up immediately. Nowhere to go as Eric Armstead has the beat on him.
They've done a great job.
Gainwell again sandwiched, nowhere to go. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
To take away as a defense, it's the ultimate challenge.
3rd and long. Gainwell looking for a little seam and runs up in the middle into a brick wall. Javon Kinlaw was there first. And some tensions flaring. No penalty flags that I see. And now a very late flag. Gainwell again, dancing around, nowhere to go, just spinning in the backfield there. Gainwell again, just finding his way down to the 11. 3rd and 7, tackled immediately as Gainwell that time by McGill. Kick is up and it is good. Deebo Samuel back deep. Going to take it on out. And breaks a couple of tackles. Samuel still on his feet, still going. And finally going to be wrestled by multiple Eagles down to the ground just across the 30.
Option at quarterback.
Yeah, Tevin Coleman in the game. We're going to a couple flips back to McCaffrey. Why not? Pump fakes. Now he lets one fly, and there's no one over there. McCaffrey actually has a touchdown pass this year, and he's got 2 touchdown passes in his career. Purdy back in, looking to throw for only the 2nd time since the injury. Just a little underneath pass, and it goes nowhere. Brandon Graham right there on the tackle of Kittle. McCaffrey looks for a seam, has one, and then is wrestled down now. As some of the backups in, and now there's a little scrum breaking out again.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense, number 71. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 42. Both players will be disqualified from the game.
McCaffrey, little razzle-dazzle. Samuel gets away from one tackler. Not the next. Blankenship with the hit. Eagles take over.
San Francisco offensively have had both hands tied behind their back. And
yeah, Boston Scott getting the carries. Gardner Minshew in at quarterback. Losing their 3rd and 4th string quarterbacks today. Just unfair. Scott taken to the ground.
They've been magic all season. Their season's going to continue.
It's Scott right up the gut, just running out time. He's going to be a little short of a first down. And the Eagles on 4th down will just go here. Give it to Gainwell up the middle. First down.
To get them to this point. But anytime you could take that knee, flip the ball to the official, and walk off conference champion, that's a pretty special way to end it.
The Philadelphia Eagles are going back to the Super Bowl.
I got a ton of respect for you.